Okay, hello. Good day, everyone. Today we are here for BCLS game evaluation training demo. So we from Playware Studios. That's me, Susi, from as a program manager for LTAG, and I have Leetat with me, who is the learning designer and project coordinator, and also Ryan. Ryan is also one of the project coordinators and the game designer. So Ryan has been working with nurses since day one, and then we had Lita join us and take over the learning design. So we've been working with the BCLS nurses in SGH, Sister Tay, Sister Limin, G, Si Hui, and Bagos since the start of this year, so somewhere around mid-Jan. So we have been awarded the LDAG grant to develop these games under BCLS and AED. We have developed around five games that cover the topics on CPR, AED, and choking for adults and infants. Yeah. So there are various phases under the LDAG. Like we had analysis phase and the design phase and the development, and there were a couple of versions of the games that we developed. So now we are currently in the evaluation phase of beta version of the game. So when I say beta version, the game is almost complete. It's 95% complete, but there might be one or two bugs or some text errors. And also, we have not recorded the voiceovers for the games currently because we want to take the evaluation feedback and then do the voiceover. After the voiceover is implemented, we will roll out the final version of the game for all the nurses who will be playing the BCLS and AED games. Okay, saying that, I'm happy that we have about 13 evaluators to evaluate BCLS game, um, which I received from Limin. So she has given me around 13 email IDs. I think somewhere yesterday I had sent you all a preparation email to prep your laptop or your PCs with the minimum system requirement, as these games are 3D games, um, where, uh, where you need a certain minimum system requirement for the game to be, to have a nice experience of this gameplay. So very soon, Litat and Ryan would demonstrate the game to you all. So we will run through the demonstration of the game, so you'll know how to download and how to play the game. And after that, I will go through the installation guide again, and which I will run through to show you how to install, how to download the games, how to play the games, and when I'll also be sending you guys some credentials through your individual emails. So use the how to use these credentials to log into the game and how to play the game. There will be actually in BCLS there is very minimum navigation. So it's just the one only in the beginning we have some navigation. Apart from after that you have all assessments and questions, mini games, mini game after mini game. So it's very simple and straightforward. So you have to play all the five games, and I will also be sending you an evaluation link where you will go through about 16 evaluation questions. So you have to help us to answer these questions. So after Ryan and Lita demonstrate the game, I will run through the evaluation form and the installation guide to make so that you all can have a smooth evaluation journey. And thank you all for helping us with evaluating the five games. So Lee and Ryan, can you take over and could you just show the games? Oh, let me share your screen, Ryan.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Okay, so okay, okay, I'm just gonna briefly dive into one of the games. So these are all games that center around the concepts of adult CPR, adult choking, etc., etc. So
Sorry, Ryan. So
yeah,
this is the credentials. Like if you see Ryan's screen, he has a username and a password. So these are the credentials I will be passing to your individual emails today. So you should be getting it by tonight, all the credentials. So use the credential to after you download the software and then you tap login. Yeah.
Yep. So when you log in, you'll be given a games list, and then you'll see BCLS and AED. So you just click on this icon, and you'll see all of the 5 gamelets that you can try and play for yourselves.
Maybe I'll give the brief
Lee,
intro
you want to
here.
describe
Yeah,
the games?
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So basically, this entire project contains five separate gamelets, right? Each gamelet focuses on a different module, as you can see from the titles, right? So respectively, they cover adult CPR and adult AED, which follows the same patient, right? And the same casualty, sorry. And then gamelet 3 will be about adult choking. And finally, gamelet 4 and 5 will cover infant CPR and infant choking. So I think as Susie mentioned before, these gamelets are more instructive in nature. So we have designed it to be more forgiving. As you play, you're given the opportunity to continue to fail, and we'll reveal answers as you go. Hopefully, as you continue trying and retrying, the steps are internalized. Yeah. So yeah, okay, Ryan, you can demo the game.
Hey,
Okay, so
Ryan,
I'm just gonna
hold on.
demo.
Ryan, just 1 minute. So could you
Yeah.
tap on any of the games if there's anything you haven't downloaded? Maybe you can just show them. So I mean, when you go into the game, the first time you will have to download the games. So you will see this download button. Once you click on the download, the games will download to your system. So it will download, then extract, and then it will start pulling the assets. So the very first time when you download the games, it will take a while, take some time. So I just want to show this live demo. I'll be running through this again when I'm going through the installation guide. So it's easy for you all to understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. Your system is quite fast. Your internet speed is very good.
Yep. So and then when it finishes downloading, there'll be a play button.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then you see a play button and you tap on the play button to play the game. Yeah. Go ahead, Ryan.
Okay, so time to show you the game itself. So when you go into the game, the first thing you're going to see is this loading screen. But then once it loads, we usually start our mini games. We usually start our gamelets with comics, with these comic sections to sort of establish the story. So whenever you see one of these, just press once to go to the next panel. So just click anywhere, and you'll go to the next panel. And after the comic, we also have like these little control tutorials that explain how to control the avatar. So these are the keys that you have to use to make the character walk around the world. And so use the WASD keys, and you can also control the camera. So this means that you can make your character look anywhere so that you have a better chance of navigating the environment because you can control where you're looking at. So after this brief control tutorial,
Could also
you
use
will,
up and down arrows if you are not used to the WASD.
yes. So this is the 3D world itself. So keeping the navigation inputs in mind, you press W or the forward button and you will run straight forward. So since we can see that there's a guy choking up ahead, we'll run up towards him. And when you run up towards him, you will get in-game dialogue. So again, these are similar to the comic slides in the sense that you just have to tap once anywhere on this bar to continue. So are you choking? And then you can press to proceed to the next section of the dialogue. So as we proceed, you'll see that you'll see a lot of these kinds of mini games and assessments. So here's a particular mini game called um, Hidden Object, I think.
True
Anyway,
and false.
Picture
yeah, true and
analysis.
false. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, so you'll have two options over here. Like you, based on the picture, you have to figure out whether he's completely choking or partially choking. So since he's completely choking, I will
Hopefully,
click
we
on
will
that
have some
option.
sound and voice So you would be able to recognize the choking sound, and then you could answer these questions.
Yes, and since all of these are like either or, I will show you what happens if you if you select the wrong option. So if you go to partially choking and you press the wrong option, you'll get a little feedback that says you can do it, try again. So for each minigame, you can retry up to twice, and then if you still fail after that, you'll be shown the correct answer before proceeding. This is to help the game have a more instructional feel to it. But to proceed, I will show you completely choking. You will select that, and it'll say you'll get correct feedback that lets you know you did it properly. So again, we have another comic, so we'll just proceed past that. And here we have our next type of minigame, which is called stickers. So what you have to do is, like the instruction says, drag the hands to locate the hip bones first. So on the right of the screen, you'll have a sticker of the hands themselves. So you can click on this and drag it, and you'll have to drag it to the correct area. So when you've dragged it to the correct area, like so, you press your submit button and you'll be able to proceed. So this is a sticker minigame. And here we have another one as well. So again, you just follow the instructions and you place the hand stickers in the appropriate area, and you can proceed. So more dialogue, and here we have, this one is hidden object, but it's presented as an MCQ. So what you have to do is you just have to press the correct option to proceed to the next part of the game. So since the correct answer for this is inward and upward, I will tap on this area, and there'll be a little highlighting box that lets you know that this is the answer you've selected. And once you've selected it, you can press submit and you can just continue. And sometimes we get these little animated GIFs that play as comics as well. So you can look at these, and then when you're ready, you can press again to continue, and you'll continue on with the story. So sometimes, but yeah, this is just a brief intro of all of the gamelets, how they function in terms of gameplay, and this is basically what you'll be seeing. So should I exit the game now?
No, no. I mean, is there another steps game in this? Is there any steps or animal mini game?
No, there are no more steps again. We've shown all the minigame types already.
It's all MCQs, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe you want to demonstrate another one with the steps.
Okay, sure. I'll demonstrate one of those. I'll
I mean,
just
very
go
quickly. Yeah, I think
really quick.
yeah,
Steps.
This one. Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay. So this is another sticker minigame as well, but you have to drag multiple steps to these areas. So step 1 is over here, and step 2 and 3 and so forth. So you have these stickers that you need to drag, and you need to figure out which sticker corresponds with which step number. So for example, perform the head tilt and chin lift is the first step you do. So you drag it here, and maintaining the open mouth and such is step 2. So I'll put this over here, and I'll drag the finger over here.
if you
So
could
this is,
also, okay, I just want to highlight something. So if you are put in the wrong step, you could also swap it. You could just move around and
yeah. So if you feel like you've made an error and you want to like swap it around, you can drag them and reposition them as such. So if you feel like doing that, so don't feel too scared of rearranging them if you feel that you need to. Yep. So I'll proceed. And here again, we have another sticker mini game. So you drag this to his mouth, and we'll continue.
yeah. So is there an animation, Ryan, after this?
Yes, there is an animation after this.
Okay, I was waiting to see
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay.
So we have like these little animated GIFs that function as feedback, so you can see real time what's happening. Yep. And here we have another MCQ. So for this, you have to choose the steps of chest compression. So what we'll do is select the correct answer, which is all of the above, and continue. So we have more MCQs. So again, for these, you just select what you think is the correct answer and submit. You can get them wrong, but if you get them wrong, you can try again up to twice. So I got it wrong twice. because I'm not that good at it. So when you get it wrong twice, it will highlight in green what the correct answer is to let you know before you proceed. So next.
Okay, I think fine. Yeah, that's fine. So
Okay.
as you finish the game, at the end you will get a game completed, and then you will be pushed back to the main gamelet menu screen, and you can play another game. So eventually, I mean, at the end of the day, you will kind of play all the five gamelets, and then you will go to the evaluation form to evaluate, give your
Yes.
feedback on how was your experience playing these games. Yeah.
Yes. So
So
when you finish the story, you'll be taken back to the
oh,
main
you
menu.
finished already. Okay,
Yeah.
cool, nice. So this is the software 3D Hive. So now let me show you how to install and how to play this software.
Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing.
Yeah. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, I hope you all can see my screen. Okay, so this is the installation guide for the software to play these 3D games. So I will be sending you this installation guide shortly. So this is the minimum system requirement. I've already emailed all of you so that you are prepared with your evaluation for starting tomorrow for the next 2 weeks. So we have like a 2 weeks time to complete this evaluation. So that's the reason I sent you a preparation email earlier. So this is the blob link. I'll share this link as well. You can either tap from here, or I'll also be giving you a link separately on the email. So you tap on this and you download this zip file, that is 3D Hive Mobi Windows client. Okay, I have to also mention another thing, that is we our software is also going through a major upgrade, and currently we only have the Windows client. So I'm giving you the Windows version of the client. If anyone has any issues, please let us know. And we are also preparing for the web version of the game, which is still under testing, but we will try our best to give the web version as early as possible. But try and use a web client. I'm sure most of us have Windows PC or laptop, and that's the reason we came up with the Windows client version first. So so download this zip file, and you have to extract the zip file. So basically, you right click on the zip file, and you extract all the contents of the zip file into a folder. It will automatically create a folder called 3D Hive Mobi Windows Client, and you will get to see these files in that folder. So all you have to do is just click on the 3D Hive Mobi exe. This is an exe file. Just double click on it. So once you double click, for the first time, it will take you to this screen where you'll be asked to allow, as we have not used the certificate yet in the application, you will get this prompt to to protect your PC. If at all you have turned this on, you would get this. So all you have to do is just allow that to run. So just tap on the run anyway. No, don't worry, there is no harmful. It's not an harmful application. It's just a simple learning game application. So tap on the run anyway. So that will take you to this configuration screen. So here I've mentioned that always use the maximum screen resolution in your um, PC or laptop, so that you have the best experience of the game. And the graphics quality as well, you will select to the fastest. So and tap on play, which will lead you to this credentials page. So this is the credential again. I will be emailing to individual users. So you use your credentials. So probably like Leeman and BCLS, and then there's the password. So you type the password and press login. So once you log in, you will go to the main screen. Just now, you must have seen this when Ryan was playing. It will take you to the main game screen. So basically, these are the game chapters, or whatever we call it as main chapters. So once you tap on the main chapter, it will take you to the various topics in that chapter. So we call this a game, and these games, these are called gamelets. So these are small bite-sized games within a main game. So that's the idea. So each of this, like Lee mentioned, each of this are of different topic. So we have adult CPR, adult AED, adult choking, infant CPR, and infant choking. So you have to download each of these gamelet. Uh, uh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry for the interruption. So we have these gamelets, though you go and download these games. So for the first time, like I mentioned, it will take some time to download the game. After that, you will once the games are all downloaded completely, you will get to see a play button. So you tap on the play button, and the game will start loading. This is basically setting up the environment in your software. So once you're in, once in a while, you might get this kind of a loading screen. Don't get worried. I mean, it will just proceed after some time. Sometimes there will be some heavy mini game graphics that this loading. That's the meaning of this loading progression. Yeah. So like Ryan demonstrated, we always start off with a comic screen, um, which is um, which is basically setting up the backstory of whatever the scenario. You always, when you see a comic, you always tap on it, and you'll continue to the next page. So these are the basic navigations. We have the WSD or WASD, or you can also use your right and left arrows. So I think these are something that Ryan just demonstrated. So you should, this is game one actually. You go into the game and always read the dialogues. Or once we have the voiceover, I mean, you can pay attention to um, the voice, the dialogues, so that that gives you the clue of what to do next. So always pay attention to these text in the screen. Okay, if you want to so at the end of the game, you want to quit at the middle of the game. You always press the escape button, or you can go through this tap on the menu, and you will get an exit button. You tap on it and just say exit, and you, I mean, I think there is a warning. If you have not completed the game, it will always give you this warning that the progress will not be saved. So when you come back, you have to play from the start of the game. So that's the meaning of this. And okay, so this is the microsite where you will see what your gameplay data. You see all your gameplay data after you finish playing the game. You can go to this website and see how long you took to play this game, and what was the various mini games and things like that. And also we have support email, LDAG support at Playway Studios. This is you could always email using this email ID if you have any issues, and one of us will get back to you. Yeah. So this is the installation guide, and we also have our sorry, the evaluation. Okay, so this is the evaluation. So after you have played all the 5 games, you will go to this evaluation form, which is basically a Google form, and you will enter your email address, and you'll start to answer all these questions. So your response is very important for us, and we need to submit to SSG this response report. So please give us a honest answer. If you found the game was too easy, you have to agree with it, or strongly agree, or you don't disagree. If the game is too difficult, you just disagree with it. So I think give us a honest answer. It will really help us. So there are about 16 questions, and there is one additional question, which is like a open question, open answer, where you can give your feedback on any of the game like you want to change something in the games, there's a text error you came across or whatever. So just put all those information in this feedback. Yeah. So that's the evaluation form. So I'll be sending you all the link to individuals. I'll send a group email for with all the common links. That is the link to the installation guide and the link to the evaluation form. And I'll send you all individual emails to give you the credentials to access the game. Yeah. So I hope you all have a nice time evaluating. Please feel free to email me any for any help, and I'm there to help you if you have system issues, or you can't access a particular game, or you don't know how to move forward. You, Feel free to just email to ltagsupport@cleverstudios.com. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Ryan and Lee, you want to say cover anything?
Oh, we're okay.
No, we're good.
You're
Okay.
fine. Okay. Thank
Thank
you
you.
everyone. Thank you
Thank
very
you. Bye
much.
bye.
Bye bye.